Good afternoon, class. It's time for some Wednesday social studies. Yesterday we went over a review test, and today we're going to have an actual test. So I am going to read it to you, go over some with you, and you guys will do majority of it on your own. You'll find your test in your Wednesday folder. Please remember to put your name at the top. Building vocabulary. Use words from the word bank to complete each sentence. Here's the word bank. We have citizen, discriminate, immigrants. Some of these words you will use more than once, but over here at the top, we can do like a little star and write citizen, just in case you don't remember, because it's only 3. We'll kind of just write our definition over here. So our side note, a person who has the right to live in a certain place. These words are also in your book. You know, they're normally highlighted in blue. Discriminate. I just thought this might be a little bit easier. To treat people unfairly. Unfairly. And then immigrants. Our last word. A person who comes from another place to live in a country. And I'm just going to put to live. So you guys don't have to write this. I just wrote it just because it's easier for us. And you guys just can look at mine and go. So, number 1, it says, some people blank against others or treat people unfairly because they are a part of a different group. So, would it be some citizens, some discriminate, some immigrants? You guys read the definitions if you need to. Go back and then write the word, fill in the blank there. Number 2, people who want to become a blank of the United States must apply and take a test on American history and the English language. Fill in the blank there. Number 3, a person who has the right to live in a certain place is called a citizen. Four, blank are people who come from another place to live in a country. Immigrants. Immigrants are people who come from another place to live in a country. 5, many blank traveled to the United States by ship from Europe and Asia. Give you guys a couple seconds there. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need to. Flip it over, go to the back page. Big ideas. Read the question, circle the letter next to the best answer. 6, why do many immigrants come to the United States? A, to visit friends. Let's just cross that one out. We know that's not it. B, to be on a boat. That doesn't make sense. Why would they come to the United States to be on a boat? C, for vacation. And D, for a better life. Pick the best answer and circle it. 7, what must an immigrant have before coming to the United States? A, several children. B, new clothes. Let's just cross out several children and new clothes. C, permission to stay, and D, a college degree. 8. Where did immigrants from the same country choose to settle? A, all immigrants settled on the East Coast. Just cross that out. B, all immigrants settled on the West Coast. A lot of immigrants did settle on the West Coast, but it didn't say all. So we can cross that out. Most immigrants settled near areas with gold. You can circle that. 9. How do people discriminate? Remember, discriminate means to treat a person unfairly against immigrants. A, by treating them unfairly. B, by offering them goods. C, by helping them find places to live. We'll cross that out. And D, by selling them food. We'll cross both of those out. They would not be it. 10. How can someone become a U.S. citizen? A, be born in the United States. B, have parents who are citizens. C, take a test on American history. D, all of the above. Remember, choose the best answer that fits you. If D, all of the above, is your best answer, that means you're saying that they have to be born in the United States, they can have parents, and they also have to take a test. If you just choose one, that means you just chose that one answer, and that's the only one you think it is. 11. Read and do. What was the benefit for Esperanza's father in coming to the United States? A, not having to work. We know that's not it. When he got to the United States, he worked really hard. B, finding a better job. C, becoming a migrant worker. Well, he was a migrant worker back in Mexico, so we'll take that off. And D, paying for food and housing. 12. We'll do 12 together. What was the cost for Esperanza's father in coming to the United States? A, he could create a better life. That would not be it. B, he wanted a new home. He hoped to make more money. Or he had to spend time away from his family. The answer will be D, he had to spend time away from his family. Even though, oh, I'm sorry guys, I didn't know I wasn't down there. Even though they said cost, and when you think of cost, you think of buying things or money. We don't mean that type of cost. Sometimes you take a cost when you have to do something and you have to make making a cost is kind of like making a decision. I had to make a decision whether I want to leave my family in Mexico and come to the United States to start a better life for me and my family, or do I just want to stay in New Mexico and live our day-to-day life with not enough forever? So the cost was he had to spend some time away from them in order to create a better life for them in the future. So the answer was D. Your social studies skills, it says read this paragraph, then answer the questions. I'm going to read the paragraph. In the past, many immigrants from Europe were brought to the Ellis Islands in New York City. Their doctors examined them. If immigrants were not healthy, they could be sent home. Immigrants also had to answer questions. This could be scary because immigrants didn't speak English. They wanted to give good answers so they could stay in the United States. So 13, why might immigrants feel worried at Ellis Island? Well, there's a couple reasons. I'll do this one with you. If they were not healthy, they could be sent home. And they also had to answer questions, and if they didn't answer them right or didn't speak well enough for them to understand, they could also be sent home. questions right. Number 14. How do you think immigrants felt when they were told they could stay? I'll let you guys answer that because it's a how do you think. If I was an immigrant and I was told I could stay somewhere that could possibly give me a better life, I would be so happy. I'd probably be jumping up and down and crying and being all extra. You guys can write however you think that would feel. Then flip it over to the back. Show you know. 15. Picture yourself as an immigrant. You have been in the United States for just a few months. Write a postcard to your friends back home. Tell one thing you like about the life in the United States. Tell one thing you don't like. In the top right corner, draw a stamp for the postcard. Over here, I'll draw a stamp just to give you guys an idea of how it looks, just in case you've never seen one. And here you'll just say, Dear Brianna. It's the name I'm using. You guys use whatever your friend, use your imagination, whatever your friend back at home's name would be. And it has a comma. You write how you feel, how everything's going. And then at the bottom you sign your friend. I will sign your friend, Sarita. Try to fill the lines if you can, guys. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I know you can do it. Thank you so much for doing Wednesday Social Studies with me. Hope you guys rock this test out. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow.